Yo, what's going on, y'all, man? We back with another episode of On the Couch with Trap, man. Today I got a special guest in the building with me. It's going to be a very special episode. I got my boy Swamp in the building, man. You know what time it is. For y'all that don't know, Swamp, man, this is a big time battle rapper, URL, super style here in these streets, man. So today on the couch, y'all know we just going to chop it up with Swamp, man. We're going to talk about his journey becoming a battle rapper, how was the process, you know what I'm saying? And we just gonna dive deep into the journey, man. So for anybody out there that's into battle rap, that's looking to upcoming battle rapper that's into that sport, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna chop up some game and we're gonna let y'all know the process, man, how he did what he did to get where he at, man. That's what we on today. So like I said, tune in. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We on the couch with Trap, man. My boy Swamp in the building.
Sure.
Before we start, man, I want to give my boy his flowers, man. I want to tell my boy I'm proud of him, man. I've watched this guy, take his talents and his craft from the ground level. You know what I'm saying? The small city, the small venue, the small events. All the way up to the biggest stages, the big rooms, and alongside some of the biggest names. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely, from a person that watched from, what I'm saying, the back end, I can say I'm proud, man. I want to start off the episode like that. But for sure, man. And for those who don't know, we're gonna start from the beginning, man. Swamp, tell them a little bit about where you from, man. Tell them a little bit about your background.
I'm just little country nigga from Marion, South Carolina. Even though I was born in Marion, I spent most of my time in Marion. I did end up graduating in Florence, so I'm kind of tied between the two, Marion and Florence. So a lot of people know me in both areas. To be honest, when people be like, "Is this something you knew you was gonna do or something?" Like, nah,
Right.
I ain't gonna. I didn't, cause if you know me, you know I was more into basketball and sports, and cutting the food and stuff like that. But at the same time, I always been like musically inclined. Always been a fan of music, and I always been competitive. So
Right.
like when you put music and competitive together, it's like a war of words. So like,
Mm-hmm.
especially like where we from and being around this area, you got to know how to battle. People
Mm-hmm.
don't know they battle without battling, because like
Right.
when we grew up roasting each other.
Mm-hmm.
So if I say something to you and you say something right back, that's a rebuttal.
That's a rebuttal. Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
you
Right.
you you don't know like what you're doing, but you're doing it. So
Mm-hmm.
like once I found out like they really pay people to like cuss people out, I'm like, bro, sign me up.
Mm.
But the crazy thing is, I really didn't know what all it took.
To be.
Yeah, but
Right.
like like as far as the sports, like you really got to be one on ones when it coming out of the Carolinas. It's tough to come out of the Carolinas with sports, but it's even more tougher with music and battle rap and your lane of
Right.
things. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Right.
like I really didn't see the big picture until later on down the road, and like I use situations like yours, like like I remember when you was out the trunk with it,
Right. Right.
$5-10 a shirt,
Right.
like
Right.
nigga, I'm pulling
Yeah.
up wherever selling merch, and like
Yeah.
I look at that as my days when with Rose or we in Studio
Yeah.
54
Yeah.
or I'm in the local
It's the
clubs, and
same thing.
it's the
It's
same
the
thing,
same
that
grind.
groundwork.
Yeah,
So
it's the groundwork, and that's what, like you said, a lot of people don't know, because when you watching it from a fan's perspective, you don't really always know what it takes to be in the game. You know what I'm saying? When you're a fan, you don't really know all the stuff that a real player gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Because it's one thing to play like in the backyard, shoot hoops, but then when you in the NBA, it's a whole nother schedule, it's a whole nother game, it's a whole nother process. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people don't know what it takes. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully by the time they watch this episode, they'll have a little more insight on what it takes. Because like you said, man, those beginning events, how hard was it, just trying to go from the beginning, the smaller events, to even get recognized by, what I'm saying, somebody that could actually put you in a position to get to the bigger stages. You know what I'm saying? Like, can you talk a little bit about how hard that process was, just the ground level?
it really was tough because like I'm gonna tell you how it's tough, especially coming from like this area or this region, the
Mm-hmm.
dirty South or the South or whatever, because a lot of people think that music, battle rap, everything started up north,
Mm-hmm.
and like it's true. So like a lot of people look at the southern people as a little bit slower or like whatever it may be, like no biasness or whatever. But it's really hard coming from an area like this because it ain't too many people doing it for one, and then if there is, they not taking it as serious as they supposed to.
Right.
So a lot of times niggas get pushed to the side or threw by the wayside because they don't have the work ethic behind it, and people don't know like you could be one of the best ever, but if you ain't got that work ethic behind it and you won't do what it takes to get there, you're gonna be stuck in the same spot. So like it wasn't until like I start picking up traction that I said, okay, you might want to take this serious,
Right.
because like now your name ringing and like you pretty good at this, so you might want to like see if you can really do this. And that's when I start taking it serious. Like, okay, all right, I am good at this. I really can put this shit together and like handle my business. So then, like when like I say, starting with Studio 54s and like like rapping in the back of the projects and rapping downtown and shit like that. Once I finally went to other places, New York, and before New York, Greenville and other places, I'm like, okay, all right, this might be some, because people will pick up traction, and what I'm saying, people start coming to me and saying like, all right, you might want to take this serious. But at the same time, we come from an area where like it ain't until the rest of the world support you that
that's what I wanted to touch
niggas
on.
at home support you.
That's what
So
I wanted
like
to touch on. How hard is it coming from a small town? See, is you can like all the stuff you said, but they got to understand the element of coming from a small town.
telling you,
It gets really hard doing any of this music, entertainment, fashion, because a lot of times the people in the small town don't really believe in you, or they don't want to believe. It's not like when you go sometimes in bigger cities, you got bigger groups of people that support you and push the morale and everybody on the same page and this, that, and the third. It's kind of harder when you come from a small town and you don't got that much push or that everybody don't want to jump straight behind you. They don't want to, like when you really got them ideas and you really on ground, they might know you good, but they don't want to just hop straight in your wagon and be like support you and push you, which is what you need to get projected to the next level. But it's like you got it. That's what you need. But you damn near got to go somewhere else, get some push from them for your own people to really jump on and start pushing you.
The bad part, like niggas will be like, "Well, shit, I've been here the whole time," and you be like, "You have been here the whole time," but it ain't been until the rest of the world accepted me that you want me to acknowledge you. When like, truth be told, like the shit crazy because like, yeah, we grown adults, and it's certain things that shouldn't bother us or worry us. But it will bother me if you see me in the club and be like, "Hey, boy, you fire, you dope. I seen your little post or whatever. That was crazy. Why you ain't share, bro?
Like, why you ain't push it out there? Why you ain't like, unleash it to your fans, your people? You know
like, I don't get it.
And
like,
it's free too.
You got your own, whatever, whoever you look up to, your Bootsy or your Future, you got your own version of that right here in your town. And then like, they don't know the outside world look at you as, all right, the people in your area, you ain't the one they pushing. So like, how you claiming you that if you ain't took over and not knowing like, bro, I am that. They just like,
they just don't. They wait for you to tell them that I'm that, so they can say it. Yeah, he was that. I knew it all along. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's how it be. It was like that with the clothing shit too. Even though I'm not even from around here, I was here long enough, and my brand and everything I did was right here. That it was the same type of thing as far as like people. I remember standing next to everybody in the picture. I got my own little jogging suit on. Everybody wearing True Religion. Everybody wearing Robin jeans. Everybody wearing whatever was the latest name brand fashion that really wasn't designed for us or by us, but they loving it because that's what the music pushing and that's what the people they idolize pushing. But I remember just those times just having to believe in self. You know what I'm saying? It was like that's all you really can do. Is like when nobody else don't, even the people you might love, it could be your baby mama, it can be your girl, it can be all type of people that's close to you that won't believe in you when you on your way up the ladder. You know what I'm saying? When you climb, when you're on them first 2-3 steps of that ladder, there's a lot of motherfuckers that you love.
I'm telling you,
that don't even really like.
Then on the way up the ladder, you checking with them like, "Hey, bro, you sure you don't want to support me with this?"
Right.
All right, I moved up another level. You sure you ain't want to support with this?
Right.
And like they just like at a standstill, and then like I know you get shit like this. Like niggas will be like, "Damn, bro, your shit that high."
Right.
Ooh, bro, you would go out there and buy
It just happened the other day.
Bro, come on,
You know what I'm
bro.
saying? It just happened the other day,
Listen,
man.
bro.
It's like that, man. And it be your people that's closest to you, or the people that you really would think would be like the supporters, and they think support, like, you not buying nothing from me or not paying to get in this event or not doing that route. That's not supporting me. Like, you just saying like, oh, I pull up or I do this or if you give me a shirt, I'll wear it. That's really not supporting me.
It's
You know what I'm
not,
saying?
bro.
That's not supporting me.
It's
That's like
not.
that's me supporting you, really.
And the crazy thing is, I'm gonna tell you what be throwing me off. Like, I'll be around here and I throw ideas and shit in the air,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll be like, all right, I'm trying to do this, and it's like a dead silence.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, go to Texas or Cali or Chicago and be like, hey man, I'm trying to start a business. Watch how many people pull up on you like, hey bro, this what it take to do this.
Right.
Do this. It's so like, and it's crazy because like you be like, bro, ain't no way this man don't know me from a can of paint, but he willing to give me the blueprint.
Yeah.
Because like around here, like if a nigga do come up and he got that secret sauce, he ain't trying to sell that recipe, man.
Yeah, he ain't even trying to sell it. This nigga,
this
nigga don't even want to sell it. Like he won't even let you buy it. He will hold it to himself. He ain't gonna sell it to you. And no, so that's the reason why we got this platform on the Couch with Trap, man. That's what I wanted to do when I had this idea. It was to like try to break that cycle, because you know what I'm saying? I had so many people that come. One time I was doing a class, man, on how to start your clothing brand. And I had a girl come from all the way from some other town, from Baltimore, some damn well. But wherever she was from in this small town of Baltimore, she was just like, it's people here doing this same thing, but nobody wouldn't even sell me a class. I had to drive all the way down here to you, because I follow you on Instagram, and I seen that you was doing this just to buy this shit. It ain't even like I'm asking for it for free. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga won't even just give you, and that's crazy when somebody gatekeeping that hard on the sauce that they won't even sell it to you, let alone just sit you down and give you a little couple gems that can help you out. Because at the end of the day, it's not gonna hurt you if you tell somebody, because you could tell a nigga whatever you want to. That ain't gonna make them do it. You know what I'm saying? That's not gonna make somebody get up and put the work ethic. You can't give a nigga your work ethic. You can tell them a list of everything, step by step, what you did, but the one thing you can't do for them is get the fuck up and do that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like, it shouldn't be. We got to try to break that mentality in smaller areas, man, especially in the South, in South Carolina, particularly. That's a problem that goes on around here that really we have to try to break, for the youth that's coming up, to be able to, guide people in a way. And like everything, like sometimes, they say the game to be sold, not to be told. That's fine. Then if that's the case, put a package together and sell it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Still feed it to the streets some kind of way. Get it out there some kind of way. Help the next person coming behind you in some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? I understand it's business sometimes, and when it get to that level where it's business, then that's when we package it up and we sell it on business. And those who serious about business gonna buy it. But it's never to be said that I wouldn't share it with you. You know what I'm saying?
That shit be crazy. It never amazed me. I'd be around my area and be like, hey bro, you got merch? But damn, how much that cost? Bro, it'd be a nigga in Colorado or New Hampshire that be like, hey bro, I know you said it's $30, but I'm gonna send you 80.
Right. You feel me?
And you be like, bro, I don't. And then people don't know, as far as like battle rap, the shit that I deal with, they don't care for a nigga. I get it, because I am one of them niggas that stand on my morals and my principles. Plus, I embrace the South. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm on some, like, you gonna respect and accept this shit. Mm-hmm. And, like, like, I tell people, like, it's a difference when I'm on stage and I say something crazy and I turn around and, people going crazy. But if I turn around like I did in Charlotte and I see you and I see my niggas and this, that's a different feel and reaction, bro. Right. It gives me a whole different vibe and feel. Now I'm about to turn up. Because you seen how it was in the building. Like, niggas thought Tay-Rock was about to wow. After that first round, like, it's over.
It definitely.
I look back that second round, I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
It ain't over yet.
Nah, for sure.
So, like, people don't know the support means a lot, bro. It support just so much, and it means so much to the kids, because the kids these days go through a lot of shit. And then when they go through it, ain't nobody there for them. But even whether it's positive or negative, when you go through it, if you got one person, two people that's like, all right, pick your shit up, let's get it on. Like, you made a mistake, let's go. This is how you need to do it. It means a lot, bro. Support, it don't necessarily cost a lot, but at the same time, if you're going to be out here buying $5,000 Balenciagas and don't argue with me about a $200, $100 sweats. Like, don't do that,
don't
man.
Do that. Nah, don't do that because that's showing where you at with it for sure, man. You know what I'm saying? And before we get too lost in that, because I want to let people know far as like when it comes to battle rap, you know what I'm saying? Let's go back. How long have you been doing this? When did you actually start battle
Like, I
rap?
started like for real in like 2000. I said, cause like of course we battle rap at school and battle rap in the projects, but when I really started taking this shit serious, I said about 2014, 15,
Okay.
and that just so happened to where like I did good in Greenville, and the people on We Go Hard in New York was like, all right, we got a plate for you up here. Mm-hmm. And when I went up there, people was like, all right, this boy fire. And so once I left New York, I'm like, all right, if you got your respect in New York, because New York is the mecca of battle rap. So like when I realized what it was there, I said, all right, let's take this serious and like let's really damn lock in and handle your business. And like the people don't know the stress, bro, like with this shit because like they don't understand like what come along with it. But it's just a matter of fact of like taking everything I went through on the home level and saying, all right, I'll put all this on my back, bro, because you got people around here that know who Arsenal. People already watch battle rap. Murder Mook, Little, everybody know that.
Right.
That's the funniest shit to me because you'll be in the club and nigga be like, man, why you want battle Mook next? Nigga be like, nigga. Nigga.
You must be a new fan.
Yeah, bro.
It's different, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and I feel like I will say this too. When it came to this battle, because I've been a fan of battle rap for a long time. Like I've been watching battle rap since goddamn the Smack DVDs and and when Sub-Zero DVD had a battle at the end and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been a fan of battle rap since way then the damn the DVD shot with the Lions Den and all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Niggas release one round at a time.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like before it became a big business. You know what I'm saying? Like way when it was just like that. You know what I'm saying? So I did know, and one thing I noticed, and this is what I want. This is leading up to the question I got to ask, and that's how long. Like you say, you started in 2015. You started traveling around doing battles in South Carolina and the other states. But how long did it take for the people in Carolina to really know and like give you your respect? You know what I'm saying? How long did it take for people in the area to really acknowledge like, oh yeah, Swamp, he ill with this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember a time when niggas used to compare you to certain motherfuckers and say, well, this is the best battle rap around here. Swamp can't do this and they do that. You know what I'm saying? And all this and shit. And I used to just sit back and look like, I mean, now it is some other battle raps around that was nice and shit, but I watched the business part because there's a difference between only being nice rapping wise, like you can rap good and be nice as hell, but it's a difference when you nice with the whole package. Like I rap good, but also I'm handling the business to get me up the ladder. You know what I'm saying? And when people start comparing certain things, and when I used to go back and forth with niggas with Twitter and different shit, when it was always a comparison, I always look at that like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, somebody might can rap better, somebody can do this, but who can bring the total package for the state? You know what I'm saying? That's how it was when they talking about this clothing shit. Like, who can bring the total package for the state? Yeah. Who gonna put this shit on and put us in the forefront so we can get these bigger markets to be looking at us? Because if nobody ain't that, the bigger market gonna keep doing what you said at first, skipping over us and pushing us to the side and saying we ain't ready yet and all of that shit. So who gonna handle the business and be good with their crowd, but also be business savvy enough to get themselves into these positions to move up? And that's what I look at. So how long did it take for people to start realizing like,
I said 20. It took till 2019. It wasn't until I battled Your Honor because like up big. Until Your Honor, before that it was like, all right, that shit cool,
right?
But like around our area, they had their, I ain't gonna say their picks, but all right, we had our own little battle rap scene. Right. And like, I'm gonna keep it 1,000. We had our genocide, we had our shot rules, we had, you know what I'm saying, shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, when I step outside, like, hey, I do this for real. Which one of y'all want smoke? It was more so like, I'm the legend. Fuck out of here, little nigga.
Right.
I'm like, all right, cool. Then it was like, well, if you really want to battle us, put this amount of money up. I'm like, all right, they go the money. What's up? Nah, I'd rather just die a legend.
Right.
Okay, cool. So like I looked at it as, all right, I'm gonna aim elsewhere. I'm gonna take what y'all got and y'all say, all right, this is that. Let me show you the difference, and let me show you, like you said, the total package. Because like people will be so content. Like where we from, we don't have nothing.
Right.
So the first sight of anything, we captivate that and say, this is what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
Not knowing, like, come on, bro. Like I tell myself personally, there's so many more little niggas out here that about to trump you, bro. Like you gotta stay on your because it's always something new.
Yeah, every day.
So like I just it wasn't until 2019, and like people will tell me like you had a PG or 2 or 3 before that. You're right. But they don't know like URL was divided. You know, you got the URL side, then you got the NORB side. So like I've been on the NORB side. Now I come to the URL side, I got a different mindset. I'm on a different kill level. So it wasn't to that Your Honor battle that the world accepted it, and then Holmes said, okay, that's our legend right there.
Right. Because at that point you had done more than any other self-proclaimed legends that was there before.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? By the time that came, you had then done more. You done more before that, but that was just like
before that.
You done more before that, yeah. Because I'm this is unbiased. I love all them niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I love all them niggas, man. This is unbiased shit and of what happened from the fan point of view that then watched everybody. You know what I'm saying? I've been a part of the battle scene with Shocking Corporate, Genocide, with the punching, everything that went on.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? I was one of them fans that was there for it. You know what I'm saying? And when it was your time, when you started going on a rise, I was watching it as a fan, and I'm looking at it, and I know I'm looking at all the comparisons of the local shit and what people saying and what people doing. But I'm like, damn, bro, making business moves with this shit now. You know what I'm saying? Even the PGs and all of this shit, that's more than what niggas had been doing. Once it hit a certain amount, it was more. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, it's like y'all can't not accept this shit no more. Yeah. So I guess the Your Honor shit was just that performance at the Your Honor battle, just kind of like put the foot in the mud on niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is it. Okay, damn, all right. And from that point on, I will say that you really been going up. I know even sometimes since then, it might have been times where you ain't take things as serious as you might have should have in certain battles. But I feel like ever since then, you have been taking the craft and going up with it and really like getting your just due out the shit. You know what I'm saying?
People forget it's really a business, bro. Like you really, it's damn near WWE.
Right.
You can't just like rap.
Right.
Just rapping is not gonna get you. But it's so many niggas that rap so good, but like you really gotta get on Twitter and argue with these niggas. You gotta damn sell the battle. You gotta pull up. You gotta show face. Even if you ain't battling in Kentucky, you gotta pull up and start arguing with niggas on camera. And like the things that come behind it is like it's a lot of theatrics and politics with it. So like if you're not a political person and you think I just want to rap, that don't work. I tried that. Right, exactly. I'm like, bro, I don't care about none of that shit y'all got going on.
I remember that phase.
But now you gotta be like,
I remember the phase too when you, like you just said, you had to start going to more events, even though you're not even on them events. You just being there because I remember, and this is me as a fan watching certain battle rap events, and then I would see people that's not on the card, but then they with Hip Hop Is Real at the end doing the interview, or they doing it, so they talking, but they really wasn't even on the card, but they just there, but they part of that scene. I used to always be like, damn, when the fuck's Swamp gonna be just there? You know what I'm saying? Like when he gonna just be there? Then I started seeing you just there, like flipping the coin or doing this or just being there in the crowd. And that face on the scene, what people don't know, this is game for y'all that's trying to get into it. The face, the behind the scenes, the business, the creating a brand for yourself and putting yourself in these places is what's going to help you get to the next level, because being the greatest bar for bar nigga that can put it together, that's why certain battle rappers, even like a Danny Myers, he's a great fucking rapper. And if it wasn't him being a great rapper for so long and doing certain things, he probably wouldn't even be there because he don't really got the theatrics enough, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the reason why he don't get the biggest thing. When everybody, why Danny don't get it? Because he don't sell it that good. He don't make it that interesting. We just know Danny finna come in there and rap the shit out these niggas. You know what I'm saying? He finna come in there and rap his ass off. But what else? You know what I'm saying? So when they looking at it as a business and we trying to sell 2,500 tickets, what is he bringing to the 2,500 ticket sale. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to sell 3,000 tickets because I know the business is this from a smack angle and Beasley angle. This is business. G. I'm trying to see who the fuck gonna make these numbers. Who finna push this envelope? You know what I'm saying? So if you ain't really got the more than just the bars, but the performance and the personality and the persona and the character, you know what I'm saying? All of those things is going to the cooking, the gumbo pot to make the superstar battle rap. You had to create, you know what I'm saying? You had to create the character, you know what I'm saying? That shit go into it. So how hard was it for you to like get into that mind state to really have to do that?
Hard.
You know
I ain't gonna lie, that shit was very hard. And what woke me up was the T-Top battle.
Mm-hmm.
Because in my head, I'm like, the world wants to see me and T-Top. Mm-hmm. On the phone, smacking Beasley like, all right, y'all need to sell it more. I'm like, bro, this is the second year of us arguing. Like, come on, bro, how many years we got to argue for this battle to happen? And me personally, I'm not even about to beef with a nigga in the streets for real for 2 years.
Right.
Bro, if ain't nothing happen, you got it.
Right.
It is what it is. But battle rap, man, you got to keep gunning for a nigga. Keep talking shit. Stay with the posts, memes, trolling, and all that. So what happened was, I fell out of the energy for the battle. I didn't care about it. So it's a lot of niggas that your favorite battle rappers, they're shot callers.
Yeah.
So with me being a new cat, they will sit back like, nope, 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 nope. I'm writing for this nigga. Nope, nope, nope. All right, Smack, call Swamp and tell him I'm ready.
Right.
Smack go call Swamp and say, all right, you got 2 weeks to be ready for such and such. Meanwhile, such and such took 3 to 4 months to prepare for Swamp.
Prepare for this shit.
Now, when you come into the battle, you like, I don't care about this nigga no more, so it's lackluster.
Right.
You can't lose that because this is what all comes with it. And like the fans don't want to hear, oh, I don't care about that no more. So like me running into that brick wall, and even now, like people will be like, all right, fuck all that. You slip, stumble, but you still beat T-Top. That wasn't good enough for me because I really wanted to overkill that situation. Yeah. But hitting that brick wall showed me like, all right, this is what it takes. Yeah. Because you really got to get on Twitter and argue with these people. Get on camera and argue because that's what the world will be like, oh shit, I want to see them. Oh shit. Right. And like whether you a theatric anime nigga or not, like you gotta I'm not, bro. You gotta I don't care for all that shit. Right. But look
in order to stay in the sport and to elevate and to really start getting those checks and to really become a superstar in this shit, then that's what you have to do.
And battle rap is the most short time frame mindset shit there is, bro. Yeah. I can kill a nigga tonight, 30 him. Yeah. They gonna forget about that shit by Friday.
Bro. Yeah, it's what have you done for me lately?
Yeah, like that's all it is, bro. So like you really got to keep shit coming. You gotta stay on your shit, bro. And it's like it's teaching me how the game go, but at the same time, like I'm on the side where I really want to learn the logistics and the business side of it. I really want to be a Hitman Hollow or DNA. Right. Or people that take this shit and put money elsewhere and then, you know, invest it in other shit or turn it into TV shows or turn it into, you know, webisode, whatever it is. Like, that's what I'm trying to learn now because, like, I feel like I stamped it as far as the South. And, like, I ain't gonna lie, I call myself the king of the South with battle rap. Yeah. And it ain't about my accolades on my resume. It's the way I embrace the shit. It's so many people that do the dirty South shit and it don't work, so they run from it and they pull and dick pull on something else where I'm like, nah, y'all go accept this shit. So like that's why I bank on that though. But you know, just staying grounded and staying level minded.
Yeah, I think that's big. You are one of the people that I've seen that really like put the shit in the book bag and carry it around. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? With you everywhere you go. And you said from the beginning, I ain't joining y'all niggas and I ain't doing this and with y'all niggas and I do it. And you really been sticking to it when a lot of people do jump to clicks or to get more popularity. People do whatever they have to do to gain the popularity.
Whether people don't get how hard that shit is, bro. Yeah. Because like, you know how easy I could have had a career to where like I'm a top dog, top tier nigga by joining one of these groups, bro. Yeah. Because like it's easy when you with certain people and you click up with certain people. I'm shot callers. Yeah. So like if I'm on this car, I need my man's on this car. Right. If I'm just saying, nah, fuck that. Carolina everything, and it ain't too many
Carolina niggas to stand behind you.
Like, come on, bro. And then like the Carolina niggas, I'm going to war. And so like that shit, just like I could have been had it made. I'd rather stay grounded and like take the long route because it'll benefit me more, and I feel better in the end. But like At the same time, I ain't gonna lie and say sometimes nigga be like, man, God, I could have been and leveled up.
Yeah.
But I'm all right with it at the same time because you can't take nothing away from me at the end of the day.
Nah.
That's why I look at shit like this, like, bro, I don't think you get it. Like, I really watch shit like this, bro. It ain't just about out the trunk to a shop like this.
Yeah.
It's the dedication and the effort. And then it's I'm not going like that, bro. I'm not about to back off. I don't care who don't want to buy my shit. I don't care who don't want to support. I don't care. Like, I'm going to have this shit. Like, you got to fuck with it.
Yeah.
And then you win when a nigga don't fuck with you, but he got to act like it.
You got to act like it. Yeah, you got to act like it. You got to use certain tactics. Because I set blueprints. And when you set that blueprint, it's always going to be, motherfuckers going to have to follow this blueprint. So whether you like it or not, you still know in the back of your head, damn, I had to do what the fuck he did to get where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't no way around it because that was the blueprint. You know what I'm saying?
Then what kill a nigga extra when they got to come to you like, man, I need this logo on the shirt.
Yeah. It be like that, bro. I went through all of this shit with this clothing shit, man. Like, because when I started this shit, you know, it wasn't the coolest thing to do. It wasn't, everybody wasn't cool with like you wasn't that nigga just, oh, you got a clothing brand? Oh, so what? You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't like that was the coolest shit in the world to have. You know, like it is now. It's cool as fuck. Everybody want to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's the thing to do now. So, but you know, everybody want to do it, but everybody not gonna make it the same way because they're not gonna have that same dedication, that same determination, that same discipline. So those that do, they the ones that elevate in this shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's a valid point.
Nah, for real. I look at the shit because like the reason I look at situations like this because people don't know, bro. Like on a day-to-day basis, when shit don't work, motherfuckers like, all right, let me jump to something else and figure it out. Not knowing, bro, from the time you spent when you first started to now, it paid off, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of being a jack of all trades, like, yeah, I know I do air conditioning, heating, cable work, I know I do all it, bro. I stuck with this so long. Look at what happened, bro. Like, you can't deny it, and everything comes to the forefront when you just dibbling, dabbling everywhere and ain't got no real passion behind what you're doing. Because that's what people look for, the passion. Like, you gotta convince me you believe your shit is the shit.
Yeah.
That's where like shit like this taps in with battle rap. Because I got to be on stage acting like I know my shit is the shit.
Right.
That's what make the fans believe it.
Exactly.
That's why you see an attribute in battle rap is believability.
It's believability, right? You know what I'm saying? Because you have to be able to make these people believe that you the shit, so they can believe that you the shit, and to push you up to in front of the other people that they believe is the shit. You know what I'm saying? Because this shit crucial, man. That's one thing about battle rap, man. That's and I'll say this about battle rap too. That's a hard thing that people, because a regular rapper, a regular artist can go around the world with the same song. You know what I'm saying? He could take the same song and go from here to London singing the same three songs and get cheered on every night and paid for the same thing every night. But in your craft, you can say the one thing and you can't never say this again. If you get caught saying this again, or even saying what somebody else might have said again, you can then get crucified for that shit.
I gotta have new shit every time.
Every time. How hard is that?
And like people don't realize, like that's why I say the stress and that shit that come with it. I'm a solo loner type person. So like I already hate to think about a nigga for a long time.
Right.
I don't want to have to just study a nigga or like just look at a motherfucker and be like, all right, let me study you and learn your life and this, that, and the third. But when I talk to my baby mamas and shit like that, I tell them it ain't until like, let me see, I'll say Jason, all right. I look at this right here and I show my baby mama, see this? I can't miss not one word. I have to learn it word for word and can't slip up not one time. So this calls for like a repetition of just over and over and over and over and over and over for hours type shit.
Right.
I got to remember 3 rounds that consist of 3 minutes and 30 seconds or 4 minutes, 5 minutes or whatever. And it's just a matter of like, we built imperfect.
Right.
We have brain farts. I tell people all the time, bro, like I could tell you right now, I'm gonna go to the car and grab something and get outside and be like, damn, what the fuck I can't grab.
Yeah.
That's on stage, like, all right, let me get it back. Right. You can't do that either.
Yeah.
So like it's just a stressful thing to where like people don't understand what all it takes. But I don't want you to. Just respect it.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Just respect it, cause it take a lot and it's real stressful. And then like a lot of people think you flying this place, that place, boy, you living it up. No, I'm stressed, bro.
Right. This shit, I'm flying from work, motherfucker. And I'm on the plane reading these lines, listening to this shit over and over, saying this shit, doing whatever I gotta do. Cause that's one thing, I used to be in the music too, and I had a couple of rap battles with niggas and shit. But like, I always been a fan of rap battles, but that was the thing. Like, damn, I could never make a rap battle in a career because, boy, that memorizing this shit and like thinking about that shit hard as fuck. Like,
weed and
I'm
shit.
doing all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this shit crazy. Like, I gotta remember this shit and be able, and I can't say the same thing again. So I got whatever I said, and then if I got 30 battles under my belt, I can't say nothing I didn't say from the last 29 battles.
You got fans that be
like, fans that said that in battle 3. You know what I'm saying? Your third battle. When you was in the goddamn small ass kitchen, you said that. Damn, nigga, I can't use my kitchen bars again.
That shit
back in when I'm on the big stage. Now it was a kitchen bar.
Can't even say. Remember I said, don't try that, nigga.
Right, so
you gotta really keep it relevant and popping and fresh, and like you really gotta constantly stay up with current events. You gotta stay up with what's going on, keep up with the politics, and like that shit just take a lot out of you.
It get hard. I know it gets stressful, and so. I know that right there, that part of things, and then regular life shit happening, you gotta deal with that. But that nobody don't want to hear about your regular life shit that happened when it come to you doing a bad performance on the card. Nobody don't care that you was going through something or your baby mama was making you mad or this, that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's really in life either, because when it comes to this business, if I got orders to ship out and I take too long, nobody gives a damn if my kid was sick or whatever. They just want to know why they shit ain't make it by Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Why they gift ain't come. You know what I'm saying? Why the package ain't there yet. So
I tell people a lot of times, bro, battle rap is the only thing that you can prepare for it as much as you want, but you can't prepare for it.
Yeah.
I can be fully locked in, all my rounds good to go, and walk in that building and that energy like,
right.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Now you like, damn, my first round. I said, yo, oh shit, damn, I know my shit, but damn, I said, all right, I got it. Yeah. Then it's time for you to rap. When everybody get quiet and they listen and
wait for that shit. I can already imagine that feeling, the butterflies, the everything. I remember when we was at the last battle with you and Tay Rock and shit, and I was just wondering, like, because like I say, I'm a real fan of this shit, and I was just sitting back watching you and shit from the side, just watching you and your little mental preparing like beforehand, you know what I'm saying? And I was just wondering, like, damn, I hope bro get up there and damn go crazy, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, damn, I hope bro get up there. So when you got up there and went crazy, I was like, yes, the nigga went, because I ain't know, like, yo, it was pacing and shit.
When Shotgun should beat Chess, and Chess kept talking, and I seen Tay-Rock storm across the stage like, me and Swamp next, fuck that, I'm ready. I'm like, nigga, calm down, bro. This nigga ready. I'm in my head like, all right, let me get my shit together. But ain't to them, they putting that mic on you and shit.
Right.
Now it's the Eminem shit. His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. Yeah. I'm telling you, go through that. But in those moments, it's just like whether you built for it or not. You either gonna rise above it or you gonna fold. And like that's when I'm talking to myself like, you know why you here? This for the Carolinas, this for the South. Handle your business. You trying to go back to Marion County and work at what?
Right.
Purdue.
Right.
Oh, like nah.
Yeah, nah, for sure. So I think one thing that, and it's just me looking at it too, I think that one of the things, the best battle rap, because like you said, I don't give a fuck if it's the best battle rappers. I think every one of them still get that same feeling beforehand. You know what I'm saying? Even the top niggas, I think they still get that before they get out there. I think that same feeling of butterflies and that same feeling comes upon everybody. But I think the best battle rappers learn how to do other shit when they get that brain fart. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And because I know this one thing about you, you really in tune with this shit emotionally. So when that brain fart comes, you're like, fuck! Yep. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? But when I'm watching as a fan, I'm like, no, don't do don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, don't let me know you in that moment. You know what I'm saying? Curve me. Yep. Do something else. Do something witty or something crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that right there, once you do that, it really take you another level up. That's like another you tough for another attribute. Now I got another thing because I noticed how some of these niggas, like a nigga like Geechee Gotti, he fucks up so much, man. He fucks up a lot, bro. If you really watching what he's saying, that nigga, but he knows how to jump them words and keep that shit going so well that you would, if you would forget he fucked up because he'll bounce off that one and come back, then he'll say something so crazy that make the room go ah,
Yep.
and then you didn't forgot that nigga was just stumbling
Get
through the
right
last
back
two,
to his
and he'll
groove.
get right back to his
Bro,
groove.
that's one thing this year I took time learning that.
Yeah.
Because I was telling myself, I always told people, I said, bro, that's how I am in real life. If I fuck up, I'd rather tell you, my bad, bro. I fucked up. Let me get it back.
Right.
But in the battle rap world, I'm like, bro, you do so much on stage. You smoke cigarettes. You drink. Nigga, bitch ass nigga, where my drink at?
Right, you know what I'm saying?
Sip your drink. It ain't like you don't know material.
Yeah,
Light a cigarette. Like, anything like
anything.
So now I'm looking at Shotgun Sugar like, yeah.
That's how niggas
you
do.
Fucking up right now.
You fucking up right now. And I swear when I watch it from a fan, I be pointing out all the times when niggas fuck up. But what they do to correct the fuck up to make it not look like a fuck, to make it look like it's a part of they morale and they thing, you know what I'm saying? And the best ones.
Yo, my mic good?
Yeah,
y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Nigga, you know we hear you, nigga.
Yeah.
Why your man talking so much back there? Yo, tell your man shit.
Right, niggas do all type of shit, yo.
Nigga back there looking like,
I ain't say shit, but them few minutes, yo ass be you be thinking that I was at the right here, then you come back with that shit right soon as they finish. You drop that shit back in, now you can do niggas off. But that's what it takes to be the best. That's what it takes to be one of the best, one of the elite ones, because you have to know all these things, and then that's what makes this shit so hard. That's what makes this job so hard and so much more stressful, because it's all of these different elements that you got to think about at one time while live with this shit. It ain't no run it back. It ain't the studio. It ain't no punch me in. You know what I'm saying? Punch me in, trap. Let me get one more. Let me get another. You know what I'm saying? Ain't none of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's so much shit. So I can understand why that shit gets stressful and why it's hard and why everybody can't do this shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why everybody can't. It's not for everybody. Not gonna be. Every rapper can't be a battle rapper. Niggas can put words together. Niggas can get in the studio and get on beats. They can't be the battle rapper, and that's why I think a lot of the big rappers really do respect y'all battle rap.
Yeah, a lot of battle rappers ain't good on beat. I don't understand it. I don't understand how can you not be on beat or this, that, and third. But it's all about like you were showing me just a few minutes ago. That's what I'm applying to my crowd. Pay attention to the detail. Mm-hmm. The way you see that vision, it's a way to bring that vision to the forefront. Mm-hmm. It may take more or less, but whatever it takes, you can bring that vision. Like, nah, that ain't how I had it. Yeah. I need it like this right here. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, it's just a matter of the work that you put in. And a lot of people these days, everybody want that shit handed to them, dog. And, like, that overnight success shit, it's not real. Yeah, bro. Niggas want the microwave. They don't want about cooking in the oven. Come on, man. Cooking in the crock pot. You got to let this shit sit. I'm telling you, bro. That's why I'm so glad I stuck with it for so long, because, like, I was one of them. I done tried everything there is to make money. Yeah. But at the same time, I never let this go. I just kept perfecting it at the same time while doing other shit, because, you know, you get frustrated when you battling niggas that's making $50,000, $60,000 and you making $10,000, $15,000. You like, nigga, I ain't with that. But you stay grounded because your time will come, bro. It never fails. Your time will come, dog. Nah, it will. You keep on perfecting the craft. You keep on doing what you're doing. You keep staying consistent. They not going to have no choice. Just like you said with the coach, niggas not going to have no choice but to put you in them rooms and put you with them numbers, you know what I'm saying? Because it's going to be like, it's in demand. It's in high demand. You know what I'm saying? And right now, when I look at you as from a fan of battle rap point of view, I see a person that can really be in high demand, that got the shit in the pot to cook up to be a high demand in this shit. It's just all about you sticking to it. Like you said, it's all about you perfecting the little things and just changing, tweaking. It's all about tweaking it and sticking with it. Sticking with it a little longer and tweaking it. They not gonna have, because you stayed true to yourself, you stayed true to your South Carolina message, you stayed true to everything. So now they start to respect it. Now it's just about staying true to it. I mean, and keeping going consistently and tweaking it, and they gonna have to, because ain't nobody did it like you from this region. So it's gonna push you to that superstardom. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody stayed this consistent, ain't nobody doing it to that consistent of a level that they gonna have to. It's just a matter of time. And as long as you keep going with it, that time definitely gonna come. But I think that's one of the hardest things that people do when it comes to anything. It's a way to adapt without changing. Yeah, you can adapt to any environment, any situation without changing. Like I told people, like I don't want to change. I just want to perfect my craft. Mm-hmm. The shit that I'm good at, be perfect at that. Like or get as close to perfection as you can. But I don't want to change it, because this is what made y'all draw in and accept me in the first place. I just want to perfect this lane, and then if it lead to other things, that's cool. But like at the same time, like just stay grounded because it's gonna pay off, dog.
Nah, definitely.
It's gonna pay off because like people don't know, like, to be honest, I really wasn't on battle rap so much to where like I personally done met every goal there is in battle rap for mine.
Yeah.
Because like you grow up watching the Murder Mook, Serious Jones, and this, that, third. I done battled Serious Jones.
Right.
Murder Mook knows who I am.
Right.
Loaded Lux knows who I am.
Right.
I done talked to Rakim, Rod Digger, Remy Ma. Like,
Right.
I'm like, shit.
Right.
But at the same time in my mind, I'm like, well, I can go harder because they ain't seen shit yet.
Right.
So it's just like not getting lost in it and just steady down, up in the bag and up in my stock, man. Because that's what it's all about: up in your bag and up in your stock, and bringing people in at the same time. Because like I really want to be one of them people that shed light on the Carolina, and let them know like I may not be the best. There's plenty more talent up and coming, and like just bring a platform here. That's why I'm working on like my own battle rap league and shit like that, and like. I plan on doing a card like February, March, as far as my first whole card, and I'm also bringing like the basement feel back.
Yeah,
I got a little environment set up to where like you come kick it, have an interview with me, and then now you got to jump in the booth like Big Tiggy used to do. So like just to bring it back and have all the local talent pull up, freestyle, and we have a good time and shit like that. And we probably shoot some episodes in here and shit like that. So you know what I'm saying, like yeah, man, like the old essence of damn real rap, because like I don't like the way battle rap is headed. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because you got shit like light work now. Yeah. And light work is like WWE, you can fuck up. Right. And they gonna say, cut, take it back and start over. I'm looking in the room like,
whoa. Damn.
He get to do it over.
He get to do it over. Oh wow. So they trying
y'all gonna let Averb go outside and eat a salad and some fruit and come back in and do it over. I said, bro, nah, let me catch the vibe before this shit fade away.
Right. Yeah, nah.
Nothing good lasts forever, bro. So like you really gotta down. I don't know, bro.
It's turning too much about the business. I mean, it's turning too businessy where it can like take away from the.
They want you to see a perfect battle every battle.
Every battle, right? Because they getting all of these sponsors and all of this other shit that's making it so commercialized. But yeah, we don't want to lose the actual essence of the feel of why we fell in love with the battle, right? We don't want it to be like wrestling for real, like it's for the get, because that's how it's getting. It's getting that way to where it's characters and you got to be a character and this, that, and the third, all of that stuff. So yeah, I feel you on that, man. Hopefully, man, they find a balance between the commercializing and the actual battle rap essence of this shit, you know what I'm saying? Because that will, with the whole app and everything, and not the YouTube, and it's just a lot of different shit. You got the Hitman Hollers shows and all this, reality TV battle rap shit, you know what I'm saying? Like niggas just arguing in the houses and shit like that.
Bro, what we doing,
like niggas arguing. I know you want to get a bag, but it's like bro, it's always everybody want to get a bag, but damn, man, this shit getting super watered down. This shit.
Now niggas doing anything for the money. That's where the world fucked up at. Everybody do anything for some money, and like when you really a person that stand on principles and morals, you gonna have it a little bit harder than everybody.
Yeah, in this world, especially, like it's even come down to when it come to clothes, and just to say something about clothes when it come to that, right? Like bootleg shit, right? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? If you a like the value of shit, like going to buy a real diamond chain or going to buy some real Balenciagas with it, it's getting lower now because it's getting lower now because it's getting cooler to wear fake chains. That you don't even look. I see niggas wearing fake chains that don't even look like you can afford, bro. You have on some beat up forces and you got on a $150,000 necklace that it looked like your chain looked like something that's worth. You didn't even get a fake chain that looked like it was in your budget, bro.
I be looking at niggas like, ain't no way you got no baguettes.
Yeah, you went and got $1 million fake. You got a chain. You got the same chain on Lil Baby got, and you got some felines on, bro.
I'll be like, bro, I go through that shit so much. Nigga be like, bro, all you wear them little ass. I be like, bro, it's gold, bro.
It's what I can get. It's my level right now. It's real. It's real.
You gonna take some knockoff or some, and I don't not like lab diamonds or none of that shit like that. But like niggas will go above and beyond. I have 30.
Yeah, you had a shit that don't even look like you can afford. It's not. You make. I know when I see you this fake. You didn't even put a piece on that make me not even paying no attention.
Yeah,
just,
like,
oh yeah, he got a nice piece on it to keep it going. You got the
off, bro. You like, fuck, let me get that whole roll on
whole,
shit,
yeah,
bro,
like
for
come on,
$80.
bro. Like come on. Then you got the fake shoes, fake
Dog.
gallery department,
then
clothes on.
Shit so fucked up to where like niggas of status know now.
Yeah.
So like ain't nobody about to check me. They gonna think it's real anyway.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, bro,
that's
whatever floats your boat, bro.
I
but
mean,
like
the nigga Ocho Cinco, the football player, he said that on one thing that he was on an interview. He was like, I don't buy real chains. And even though he don't really he rich. So if he did have a big piece, he's a fucking football player on this team. So if he did, you really wouldn't think twice about it. But at the same time, that's his philosophy is he don't want to spend a whole bunch of thousands of dollars on shit that ain't really worth shit. So he wear what he want to wear. And I understand that, cool. But if a nigga asks you that, if you're gonna admit it, if you're not gonna admit that when a nigga asks you, then it ain't. You don't even think it's cool. Man. So you doing it for another reason. You doing it to trick me. You doing it for me.
Like, you got that chain on, then you leave the club and get in a damn.
You know what I'm saying? Honda, 03 Honda, right? And the brake light one of them out. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like come on, bro. You got the same chain little baby got on. You got 3 rows of fucking damn diamonds on the necklace. Like, you know what I'm saying? This shit 150,000 in icebox, and you got a missing tail light, bro. It just don't go together. It just don't match. So I don't understand, but that's how the world is really getting. And when you watch TikTok and shit, people saying stuff like, I got the DH gate. Shattered backboards versus the real ones. You like, and they just trying to convince you that it's cool. So everything is really getting to that point where it's watered down, and you just gotta have that true to yourself to not be a nigga that just want to be with whatever's watered down shit. Because if you're not, you gonna go for anything and really ain't gonna have no principles and no morals in none of this shit for real.
Yeah.
And I feel like principles and morals. I know when I grew up, that was big. That we had to stand on principles and morals. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's fading away with the younger generation a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Principles and morals ain't really as important as they was, but we got to keep that in the structure, man, because that's why we losing. You know what I'm saying? Niggas now. You know what I'm saying? They don't got no principles and no more niggas to do anything. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely a fact, man. And I was watching this battle the other day, right? I was watching the battle. Well, matter of fact, it was yesterday because it just came on out, the Tay Rock and the Kid Slave thing. You know what I'm saying? I was watching that, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't know if that was like WWE or was them niggas for real. Like, was this W? Like, cause them, like, I'm like, this nigga Tay Rock acting mighty tough on this motherfucker this today. You know what I'm saying? Like that mind was real. I ain't never seen this nigga.
I had to walk out. I ain't gonna lie.
You had to leave that shit?
Yeah, like by the second time they act like they were about to do something and nothing happened. Yeah. I'm like, bro, this whole battle is gonna go like this. And like, like as far as with Kid Slade, like I get it. He was in jail. They subpoenaed him. He had to go to court, and whatever the altercation was, his brother got hit with a bottle or whatever. Yeah. You know how the streets go.
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing to talk to you about. Nothing. Where my lawyer, I plead the fifth.
Right.
I get that. But, a lot of this shit is fabricated. But at the same time, like, I get what Kid Slade saying as far as he couldn't tell him, I don't know them niggas or I don't know nothing because you done shot a music video with them. So you do know them. Like, you know what I'm saying? So for you to say, they're my friends, they never caused me no harm. We may have had a couple of fights or scuffles or this, that, and third, but they wouldn't harm me or kill me or none of that shit like that.
Right.
I get what you're saying. You're taking it off. But, the world says if you talk, make any statement, testify, anything, you're a rat.
Right.
I think in that battle, Tay Rock so used to people with the training shit, your fake chains and this, that, third. He finally got the chance to be the aggressor.
The aggressor, yeah. He
really took full advantage of that because to see him
push a nigga like the way he put him. He say, man, the nigga was bumping me. I say, damn.
The nigga ain't touching
the nigga was leaning. Like, you got to understand. I'm looking at it from a street nigga, too. Y'all both street niggas. And this nigga really, like, talking really aggressive. I know we at our job, right? This is what we do. But he talking hella aggressive, hella close, hella mouth fluids is coming on my face. Bro. You know what I'm saying? Hella shit that we would have been outside. We would have been knuckled up for real. You know what I'm saying? For way before you said half of this shit, we'd have been squabbling. So I'm looking at the man try to keep his composure under that and still be a professional And no, he leaning because your adrenaline is rushing. And you know, and that's why he was forgetting this shit, because now he really thinking about
fuck this battle,
nigga. Let's get it.
See how quick he walked off stage?
Yeah.
Like, hey, bro, we got something we gotta take. And like that's the crazy thing about it. Like, I tell people, I said, bro, it's so much in battle rap that throw you off that I had to get used to, because, you know, like, Tay Rock is a person that I went at it with.
Right.
So when I heard nigga, fuck you, suck my dick pussy, when I pulled up, I'm like, bro, let me talk to you around the corner real quick. Everybody like, Swan, what's wrong with you?
Right.
This is battle rap.
Right.
I know you're not in your feelings about that. I'm like, no, I don't let a man tell me no shit like that.
Right.
That means he either gay or he just flat out disrespect me and like he with the shit.
Yeah.
But like battle rap is so like,
you gotta be able to deal with it, because that's part of the theatrics. And it's, I guess you gotta know, like, we really don't got no beef. But then when it comes to a situation like that, it's like, damn, nigga, do we got beef? I'm getting confused now.
But
we might got a
little. I always thought like The Rock never really liked Stone Cold. Right. So like the way niggas sell it is just like, that's how that shit go. They don't know when that camera cut off the motherfucker, like, shit, we sold that shit. Yeah. And like, I came in the game like, I'm a real nigga. Get your hand out my damn face, nigga. You know what you just said on camera? Right. To the point where you realize like, oh, that contract said if I touch you, I don't get paid. That's why you acting like that.
That's why you acting like that. Nah, that's definitely.
People don't know. And then like, you know, the fans don't give a fuck. Nigga, fuck that. Hit them, like, you know, they just like, and like, niggas know what niggas know. I done took this whole month to write for this nigga. My deposit was shitty. I need that back end. Right. You got it, bro. I'm a pussy ass, bitch ass nigga, blah, 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 blah. But like, you got people that overexert that, because those are the only times that you get to be that shit.
That kind of person, you know what I'm saying? You really get to be that, because you know it's the paper in between it. But then that's why certain battles where people got stolen on too. Yeah. Because even fuck the contract. At certain times, people from certain circles, some certain backgrounds that just
for real
they click out and they forget about
principles and morals. I don't let nobody talk to me like that. Like, fuck a back end.
Yeah, fuck it, like, you know what I'm saying? You would fuck up the bag and tear it all up because of a nigga taking it too far. And I feel like in that battle particularly, Tay Rock was taking it a little too far. After they stopped it the first time, and he kept on saying, like, everybody was just looking at him like, bro, like, Tay Rock, like, cut it out, bro. Like,
then I'm gonna tell you where that shit showed at. That boy beat Tay Rock ass.
Yeah, he did.
Besides that paperwork, Tay Rock ain't rap about a damn thing, man.
Yeah, and that he was his from that after that first round, he went down.
Bruh, that's the only thing you wrote, bro. That's you like this gonna get him up out of there. They ain't gonna care what I say after that. It's gonna not knowing that boy damn.
He came with some shit, man. And even though he was so, I give him his props, because I know as being from the streets, all of that was going on for you to even still get it out.
Yeah. And
you know then, like, it took a certain type of motherfucker.
When you're really in the streets for real, bro, like, of course you had a little bitch ass nigga from his area jump on the wave, because that same nigga that told Tay Rock that shit, he was anybody that battled that boy, he was hitting him up, trying to extort him. Yeah. If you want this, pay me for it, type shit. Yeah. Not knowing like that man got to rap these 3 rounds while you playing with his name. Right. Like being a snitch and a rat is nothing that you can come back from once it's labeled on you. So like you playing with my name on this stage. Fuck a battle, bro. That's why I'm stumbling over my shit. But niggas know not to slip or stumble version of damn Tay Rock. So it ain't like, oh, you ain't prepared. No, bro. I want to do something to this boy. He already pushing me, nudging me,
doing
pulling out paper. Like, come
he
on,
doing
bro.
Too much. He all in my grill. Them niggas down there kissed that one point in time in the battle.
Bro. And they lips down there. If I'm yelling that loud, bro, like you said, fluid is. That's coming. Why he got the towel around his face and shit like that. I'm like.
That was crazy, and I'm just like, man, these the moments right here where, boy, you gotta be strong. Man, you gotta be strong. This make the crowd right here.
How Mook do it, like even like when I'm battling Arsenal, I'm like, bro, why?
Yeah, when Arsenal said that about Mook,
I look upstairs and like, you know, Fabulous and all them telling Mook chill and shit like that. Mook tried to play it like he didn't know that was Mook knew. I remember glancing upstairs and he was making motions to get because he's sick of it. Yeah. I'm not battling you. Why you talking about my dead mama, bro? Like, what kind of, what, like, bro, what part of the game is this?
Right. We can sell this shit in a lot more ways than this
one
right here.
Bro. You talking about dead mama, like, come on, man. But niggas do not care about the rap. I done had niggas hit up my baby mamas, all kind of shit. And the shit to me is weird, but at the same time, like, when you ain't got no chinks in your armor, you okay with it. Cause nigga, I live, but that's why I take pride on being a tangible battle rapper.
Yeah.
You can really hit the video call button on Instagram. I might pick up that motherfucker or talk back to you. So like, I let niggas know, bro, I might be broke this week just like you.
Right.
I'm fussing with my baby mamas just like you.
Right.
I'm looking for the next dollar just like you.
Right.
I think that's what draws me in more because these other battle rappers want you to think. Come on, bro. Cut it out, bro.
Yeah.
Niggas act like they getting 100,000.
Niggas act like they perfect. Really like it.
Got niggas getting 40, 50, 60. Cool. You know, Motor Mook and all them go get their 100, but anything after that, bro, 20, 30, and people don't realize then, like, if I get 20 bands for a battle, I get 10 bands up front. The battle may not be for a month and a half. Mm-hmm. I gotta make that 10 band stretch.
Right.
Not knowing I'm making up for what I didn't have in the beginning while trying to catch up. While still trying to splurge because I done work hard for this. By the time that other 10 come, nigga,
I need this motherfucker right now. This is about to hurry up and come. I need you.
Battle rap was show me, bro. When I touch like 25 bands, and I realized, okay, all right, you got 5 kids, 4 baby mama. All right, you get 4, you get 4, you get 4, you get 4. All right, we got 16.
Yeah.
Damn. All right, now I got 7 bands to play with. I'm gonna go get me a whip. All right, I got 3 bands to play with.
Yeah.
Now the bills come. Damn, where that money at, bro?
Right.
Gotta
get back in the ring. Gotta get back in the ring soon.
Nigga, like you gotta get this money. Hell yeah.
Who booking right now? I need one. This shit a job, man. Like, yeah, motherfuckers make it look good. Yeah, when you start getting to that level where niggas is getting 100, then yeah, you can make it. But even niggas that's getting 100, they start living $100,000 lifestyle. So it do the same thing. When you live in a lower lifestyle where $10,000 is a lot, then that $10,000 got to go a long way. But then when you get to 100,000, now you got a bigger house, you got bigger cars, you got more people asking you for shit. You got bigger bills. Your baby mama's asking for more now. So it's like that 100 start getting ate up the same way the 10 did. You know what I'm saying? It just that's how it is, man. Out here and with responsibilities and really being a fucking man. So people got to understand that this battle rap is a job and it's a hard one. This is not an easy job, even though it's not physically hard. It's mentally hard. It's mentally draining. It's take a lot out of you mentally to be able to be in this career, to be able to do all the things you got to do, to be able to feed your family off of this shit, to be able to take enough battles to really make you be able to make a living off this shit. You know what I'm saying? All while you trying to build a brand, like you said, to be able to transfer it from battle rap to whatever else you want to do. Because like you got the merch coming and see, building your brand helps you sell this merch. You know what I'm saying? The more you become a bigger battle rapper, the merch and shit easy to get off more. You know what I'm saying? You ain't nobody buying that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
you gotta keep your sanity, bro. It's so many situations where like I bring people to the battle that only care about me. Mm-hmm. So the minute a nigga get to saying like, you pussy ass fuck nigga, I gotta tell my people, hey, this ain't serious. So I gotta act unbothered so they won't act bothered. When really you really pissing me off, but like I gotta chill so they'll chill. Like I said, bro, this shit down. But I know like it like even coming in here today, like I ain't gonna lie, that shit helps me know like it's a struggle in every situation. Mm-hmm. I can see it in your face, like, bro, this is what the fuck I want, bro. I took time to put this together. Like, you know, it takes a lot with every situation, bro. And at the end of the day, you know how many motherfuckers be like, I quit, bro.
Yeah, tap out. For sure. Nah, and that's the shit that they don't see. Like, I tell people all the time, man, I look at these little clothing brands, I look at these young guys on TikTok, and I look at people doing certain things, and I be just looking at what they doing. And in my mind, I'm sitting here like, bro, man, I got everything that they talking about or that they trying to get when it comes to this clothes. I got the retail store. I got inventory on hand, thousands of dollars worth. I got the fucking house off this shit. I got the foreign car, but at the same time, I'm still not content because I know it's so much more that I need to get. So the stuff that I'm doing to try to get up there, or the stuff that I even done to get here, don't get documented, and people don't see the behind the scenes. They don't see. I don't get a chance to make all these damn TikTok videos. I'm really out here working. I'm really out here in this shit, doing this shit for real. I'm really out here talking to motherfuckers in China, talking to people in Pakistan, talking to motherfuckers in America, really running a business, trying to push my product while at the same time help other people and try to teach other people and try to show other people the way to continue to build my brand so that I can continue to live my life. Because shit, I go through the same shit as everybody else too. You know what I'm saying? So it's
And
definitely
your grind in a rougher area.
In a rough area, you know what I'm saying?
Like now a nigga could be like, oh, I need a business loan for 20,000. Like,
right, yeah, niggas getting all
bro,
type of shit now, bro.
Right? You know what I had to get this shit out of the mud for,
I'm
bro.
trying to tell you, man, niggas don't understand, man. All that shit that happened with the pandemic and all of that stuff that I never seen no type of shit ever like that for me. But I started with a little bit of money and flip to, and it was mostly an undocumented process because I was too busy flipping to hold the camera on myself and show you guys doing these somersaults, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I was too busy.
Just have niggas like me that appreciate. I remember a time where I washed my t-shirt, it was over.
Yeah.
Now I'm good to go. I watched that bitch, and that bitch still got the
you know, it's
that's
like
about
that.
bettering that shit,
growth,
bro.
man. It's
quality and shit like that. People don't realize like I can't just buy anything. I can't buy any type of material. I need this to be top quality, and that's why I'm asking what I'm asking because nigga, this is official tissue right here, bro.
Yeah, I can't put out anything, and I stand on it. We didn't build the reputation that we stand on. So once you build these reputations and whatever it is that you're doing, you got to keep that up and can't let nothing take your quality down or nobody take the reputation down from what you built because it's hard as fuck to build. It's easy to tear it down. Nigga can tear your shit down quick.
For real.
You know, just like, for example, with the kids slaying the Tay-Rock shit, niggas try to tear you down. You took all this time to really get to where he get. And this one little incident could down there swiping from under you. They down there talking about they don't want you to come back no more. You know what I'm saying?
Like, them big dogs know they at a level to where if I say, all right, the sky blue, it's 100,000 motherfuckers gonna be like, Tay-Rock said the sky blue. Yeah. That's all we going with. So like, you gotta fight against that shit. Yeah. So like, it's just a matter of like staying grounded and 10 toes down and like I say, that's why I put myself amongst people to where like like we ain't got to chop it up every day. I know you straight, I'm straight. When the time comes, we do need to chop it up. I'm gonna pull up on you. You gonna pull up on me, yo. And when the support is there, like that's what grown men do. Niggas get too in emotion and shit. You ain't fuck with me lately, bro. Boy, I've been busy, man. Like, come on, man.
Nah, people, it's like that, man. And people don't understand certain things. That's why I look at everything like, as long as I'm the type of person that like I can have a relationship with you, and the way it was the last time we talked is the way I'm gonna feel like it's gonna be the next time. And if nothing ain't changed, why the fuck should I feel different? I don't care if we ain't talked for 3 months or 6 months or whatever. When we see each other, we run to each other. Well, I expect that it still should be the same. It shouldn't be no fucking nothing different if nothing different ain't happened. But sometimes people think that he too good for me. Now that's weak nigga shit. But that's people that never going nowhere that think those type of things. You're gonna always be in that little square that you in, so you're gonna always think whenever somebody step outside they square, now they don't fuck with you no more, this or that. When it's not that, people just trying to better their situation, and you should be too, man. It's all about bettering ourselves. We all got kids, we all got people looking up to us, so we always gotta better ourselves, man, and better our situation. And sometimes bettering myself might mean I gotta take a little while where I might not see my niggas for now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it don't mean I lost no love for y'all. It just mean I'm trying to better myself so I can bring something back better to the community and to my people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And when people understand that, they will leave a little more of that little jealousy, I think, or that little kind of hatred out their heart. You know what I'm saying? And really just embrace shit for what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, just to touch on this subject, man, a motherfucker came to me a long time ago, right? Because we've been fucking around for a long time, man. You didn't war my shit in hella battles, all type of shit, man. A motherfucker came to me and say, yo, Swamp wearing this and that, and so and so, man, he don't fuck with you no more. I'm like, damn, that means the motherfucker don't fuck with me just because of what t-shirt the motherfucker put on. See, that's what people gotta stop thinking so small. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't fuck with me and somebody else, or you can't fuck with this person, and you can't have a 5 or 6 niggas that you fuck with. You can't. It's like you can only fuck with one nigga. Huh? We got to stop that shit.
I'll be on some more. My mind frame be wanting the world to know, like, bro, we got this, we got that,
of course, because we a small community, we're a small town, a small city, a small state. Yeah. So why would we pit against each other when we all trying to do the same thing, which is put the state on a bigger level, which is put the state out there more. But if we always pitting and competing against each other, the state ain't never growing. All we doing is pulling each other down so we can try to get up. Pulling each other down so we can try to get up. And that ain't it, man. That's the reason why sometimes when you go to a place like Atlanta, it operates 4 hours down the road, operates so much different. It operates so much different. You know what I'm saying? From the open mics in Atlanta, you know, if you go to an open mic in Atlanta, the nigga might be a local nigga, but you got the people in the crowd rocking with it, singing it, doing, cheering for a nigga. Nigga, this might be their first time hearing that shit. You know what I'm saying? They be in the crowd. It ain't really like, it ain't really like, oh, I ain't walking off. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's why I tell niggas around here, like, everybody want to be the head honcho, not knowing, like, in these other places, people are grown ups at the end of the day. Bro, you got it right now. Get us through the door. Leave the motherfucker crack, bro.
That's what it's about.
By that time, we done pushed about 4, 5, 6 niggas through the door. Now we lit.
Yeah. And
then, like, I wish people would capitalize. I'm not saying this in no bad way, but Atlanta going through it right now.
Mm-hmm.
What better time for the Carolinas to step up?
Yeah.
But instead, we'll sit back and let Memphis take over.
Yeah.
And shout to them because they got they. I hear so many people from Memphis like, damn, bro, we see them niggas in Atlanta such and such. So we like on the same type time.
Right.
If only motherfuckers like
this area would do that, you know what I'm saying?
That shit crazy.
Only this area would do that, man. From when it comes to the clothing, to the music, to the battle rap scene, to whatever, the whole entertainment industry of the Carolinas. If motherfuckers would support more, click up more, do more events together, and make it look bigger, then the bigger people will tap into it. Because they will be able to see the movement that y'all putting on, and they don't have a choice but to tap into it. Everybody might not get picked at one time, and we got to be okay with that. We got to be okay with supporting those that do get picked, because we know that those that get picked, they gonna reach back and they gonna pour into us. So like our turn will come too. But if we steady hating on the motherfuckers that get picked, and now we don't want to support a motherfucker that get picked, we don't want to pull up on the motherfucker that get picked because he got picked before me. Oh, bro. That ain't how it is. And that's why I started doing classes. That's why I started doing shit like this, because I want to let motherfuckers know, yeah, I might be a big brand around here. I might be the nigga who kicked this shit off and made niggas look at it and know that it was possible to do this. But it might be another little nigga that's coming up that's a cold ass designer that might be bigger than me. If I just help him out a little bit, if I just give him a little bit of game, he might be able to take that and become bigger than me. He might be able to give me something back in the future. He might be able to reach back down and put me in a position in the future, because I wasn't scared to fucking help a nigga or give him a little bit of opportunity so he can get started and let out what's in his brain, because he ain't had a direction. I'm scared to give him direction, because I think he gonna out maneuver me. You know what I'm saying? But that's not. We gotta stop that, and that's what's holding us back in our area. That right there, people scared of
the niggas that be hating. Their resume is nowhere near. Because if you the nigga that want the overnight success and that got time hating, nigga ain't gonna know. Nigga, bro, what you done did? You done took over clubs, you done took over baseball fields out in the country. We done been everywhere, you know what I'm saying? So like, it's just like, all right, what you did? Shit, got these clothes.
Right.
All right, what else? Shit, these clothes.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
nigga, bro, what the fuck?
You know what I'm saying? And that's why what on my next thing, man, and I'm gonna put this out here on this episode, man, for y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button too. We've been too deep in this conversation, giving y'all this game. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure y'all follow Swamp. Make sure y'all get in tune with this, because, man, this is one of them episodes that y'all really need to tap into. But as far as elevate, like with this clothing shit, bro, like my next move, I'm trying to get me a Sprinter van this year right here. And I did all the groundwork in this area that I can do. I'm like a shark in a fish tank that I'm too damn big for. You know what I'm saying? I'm down there busting out this motherfucking tank. I'm damn shoulder to shoulder in the tank, like, finna bust out this bitch. I got to get the open waters. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, so now you go through all these years of doing all that groundwork, but now I got to go back and hit the streets again. And that's what people got to understand, man. This shit is a grind, man. Whatever you're trying to do, you're trying to do it independent. You're trying to start your own thing. You're trying to start something where you came from the bottom. You're trying to be one of those niggas that do something that a lot of people ain't did before you in your area. You're going to take them lashings, man. You're going to take them beatings. You're going to take them whippings. You're going to have to keep on moving. You got to carry that torch with the lashes coming. You know what I'm saying? The losses, the lashes, the lessons. Just so you can show a motherfucker it's possible to do this shit.
Yeah.
And you gotta be built for this shit, bro. This shit is not easy, man. That's why people fall off, because you gotta be willing to take them lashes, man. So my next move is I'm trying to get this Sprinter van so I can get back, go backwards and get back on the road. I got a whole store, but now I need to take my merch back to the trunk again.
Yeah.
But instead of me taking it to the trunk around here, now it's time to go on the road. It's time to hit Atlanta's, time to hit fucking Alabama's, time to hit Jacksonville, time to hit every little city that's in the 6 to 7 hour radius with all of the backstory and all of the stuff I got to show and prove for myself. But now it's time to put it in front of different people, because other than that, I don't think I'm gonna get to the next level. I gotta get to the bigger ocean, man.
They're gonna appreciate the groundwork again.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Be home, that'll be like, you must be fucked up.
Right. You feel me? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? No,
what you doing, man?
I'm trying to show y'all what it take, man.
For real.
What it take, because you can be it's certain people would be content with having what I have right now and say, hey, that's enough. You know what I'm saying? But no, it's not enough, because the more you do, the more you get, the more you acquire. You know what I'm saying? Like, driving these nice cars ain't cheap. Like, I don't want to go back to driving the motherfucking the other car. You know what I'm saying? Like, I keep one around, but I don't want to like have to go back to that motherfucker. That's my only one. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta stay above it. Like you said, it's always hungriness behind you. It's always people coming up. So you gotta keep going, keep following what's new, and sitting around in a town that's plagued with what we got plagued in this town, until they actually come to where people start, everybody, the majority's mind opens up a little more. You're gonna have to get out here.
For real though.
You're gonna have to go out, man. Because if you would have stayed around, sitting around, doing the Studio 54s and stuff forever, and that's all you was happy with, just that, or going to Columbia, so you would not be where you at right now. You had to go out. You had to not be scared to really go out here and take this shit with you on your back, and take all this shit, your city with you, but go out there and be the one to take them lashes, man.
Yeah, well, I tell you what I said, bro. But people don't know, like, I ain't gonna say I hate home, but this is what keep me grounded. Because when you finally do step out or show your face, niggas remind you why you still want to go global.
Yeah.
Because like the average motherfucker around here be like, well, when I get some bread, I'm gonna get fresh as hell and go to Creekside. Right. You be like, nigga, what?
Yeah.
That's the first thing came in your mind, bro. It's just not like I don't. It's not that I knock the local mind, but I need to be around people that got that
bigger vision.
Come on, man. Yeah. I ain't lying, because like it's all right long as I'm right here with you.
Yeah.
It's the fact that, all right, man, you don't come around here no more. But if you got a problem with that, knowing we grown and a lot of shit going on, but you know, that's what keep me motivated, the humbleness and to stay grounded. And you know, I come here and it's like, all right, they go Tayshawn, Taterhead, Tay Pookie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I need that, because it'll throw me off when I step a state over and they're like, yeah,
right, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? So we go wrap this up in a second, man. But how do you? That's great. Like, handling that. How do you handle that? You know what I'm saying? Being like, you know, when you right at home, you know, everybody just like, you know, it's just Sean, it's just Sean right there. But then you get an hour or two away somewhere in North Carolina, some in Charlotte or fucking Raleigh, some damn way, and the motherfucker damn going crazy, motherfucker damn, they're like, damn, I just met Swamp. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you, you know, balance that out, man, and keep that?
To be honest, that shit still be hitting me. Cause like I will look at people like, you talking about me,
right?
And like once I let it sink in, I share those moments with like social media and shit like that.
Yeah. Because
I be hoping like home realize who the fuck I done became,
right?
And like who I am, or this, that, and third, and like waking them up to get the support. Because little do they know, if the world see this is what we pushing as the Carolinas,
right? This
is the brand that we're going behind. Then they'll be like, okay, we fucking with that. Not knowing, like a nigga be like, damn, hey bro, nah, I know you got a song. Listen to mine real quick, and then I'll listen to yours.
Right.
It's just a matter of like, I get captivated by it. I still be like, oh, what the fuck wrong with you?
Yeah.
But like I say, it be little shit. It's a little nigga from Africa, bro, that called me on Instagram like every couple of days. I don't know what the fuck he's saying.
Right.
I just know he be such and such and such. Swamp, you the man, you the man, you the man.
Mm.
And the only reason I know it's genuine is because like when the hairs and shit stand up on the back of your neck, his vibe and feeling gives me that. So I know it's genuine.
Right.
But it's just a matter of staying locked in, like, bro, all right, bro, I'm doing something right.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with knowing I'm doing something right. Because there was a time when I wasn't doing shit right.
Right.
Nothing was working.
Yeah.
And like this is working. That's why I tell my mom and my grandma, like, I know y'all ain't a fan of me cussing and shit like, but like I'm enjoying myself right now. I'm not calling y'all like I need a couple of dollars for my rent and this, that. I'm like, you straight? You know what I'm saying? So like I deal with the consequence later on as far as like if it's godly or not. But like shit, it is what it is.
Nah, it's working. It's just like any other job, man. It's a job, man. It's working for me. This job actually working for me. It's actually freeing me up to enjoy life the way I want to enjoy it. So yeah, I definitely gotta do it. And everybody, that love me gonna really see the benefits and see it pay off as time unfolds. You know what I'm saying? I definitely believe that's what's gonna be for you. Everybody gonna see it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just that's what needed, man. I feel like the 48 laws of power, like how they say too, though, when it comes to what you were saying, man. This is a thing that I had to learn.
Is that shit really beneficial?
I feel like applying certain things is, and this is one of the laws where I would say I feel like it's beneficial to life. The one that says scarcity creates wealth. You know what I'm saying? The reason why I say that is because if you think about the people that the average person might idolize, right? Like people will be online talking about what happened with a celebrity. Like I seen a nigga say, we're going on with this YSL. I seen a nigga on Facebook. That nigga said, I don't think Gunna was a snitch because knowing Young Thug, the type of nigga he is, you know what I'm saying? He probably told Gunna to do this, bro. You know Young Thug, like nigga, but we get caught up in we get caught so much, and we so mesmerized with people that we idolize that we never met before, and we idolize people that we will never ever be in the same room with. But the fact that you won't never be in the same room with them, you idolize them even more. You know what I'm saying? So scarcity, not always being around, like even though people know, he from right over there, but not always being around there, it make people appreciate and admire more when you come back. You know what I'm saying? When you get back around, the more you away from people, the more they can't just automatically get right to you. It creates a separation, which creates a wealth thing, which makes it to the average human, you now bigger than them. You know what I'm saying? And that's that. When I studied that, it really makes sense because everybody that people idolize are people that they can't really tap in. Like they can tap in with you, but then that's just regular. That's just old Sean. You know what I'm saying? I could just like you see what I'm saying? You big to a motherfucker that can't really tap into you, but these people that's right around the corner for that knew you since grammar school, they don't really. It take. You got to do too much proving to prove to them that you that nigga now. You got to prove it too hard because they like, oh, he just be right over there on the hill. Or he just, you know what I'm saying? Like, he right over there. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, oh, he just another regular nigga. But they'll be like, man, Pooh Shiesty, goddamn, man, that nigga Shiesty, boy. That motherfucker Pooh Shiesty came through and goddamn snapped at the club. Damn, nigga be fanned out, pushing bitches out the way to get to Pooh Shiesty to the front row. Shiesty. I'm like, nigga, what? You just knocked two bitches over to get to a nigga. You know what I'm saying? To get to a grown man, bro. You 30. You just knocked two 20-year-old bitches to the side to get to the front to turn around and do this with Pooh Shiesty. He looking at trying to move you out the way to get the bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop it. But it's just because scarcity does create wealth, man, when you not. And that's why people kind of look at me like that because, I used to be, when I was on my hustle, I used to always be around at every club, and I used to always be the cameraman. I used to always be this, and I used to always be that. And then I don't have no problem with that because I was touching the people. But I learned the more I start separating. Now people look at me a little different. Now people look at me as the guy that my shit going up more and more. But even sometimes people come in here like a nigga just came in here and really just went crazy. He just bought like 2 things and spent like $350. But he ain't really complaining because he know that this shit, he finally respecting this shit as what it is. A real brand. This ain't no fucking little nigga shit. This ain't no this and that. This ain't no fly by night. This ain't finna be gone. It's a real brand. So you gonna respect me and I'm gonna keep on putting my product out there, making it bigger, keep packaging it up better, keep advancing myself so I can uh earn that respect for people to look at me in this way, because it's all earned, it ain't given. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I know if I'm just everywhere where you see me all the time, where I'm always around, where you can always touch me, you're not gonna value me as important as I need you to. You know what I'm saying? So I think that certain of these laws, when we apply them, they do work. And when it comes to like being from where we from and being in this small area, sometimes you gotta just, be away from it, be unreachable a little bit, and therefore, people start valuing the time when you come around. They start appreciating, you know what I'm saying, the time when you come, not just looking at like, oh yeah, that's yeah, and it just ain't shit. Nah, y'all niggas need to be damn appreciative, because I don't got that much time. So I'm taking this little bit of time out of my schedule to be with y'all. Y'all need to appreciate this shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need, you need to appreciate this shit.
In the bar downtown, and like when I walked in, the little chicks or whatever was like, "He famous," and I'm listening, but I'm acting like I ain't hearing. I'm famous. He famous.
Yeah.
And it took like two niggas like, that nigga be running on the block all the time.
You feel me?
And I'm like, all right. And then it took somebody beside me, like, I told you, too accessible.
It is.
I know what you would think. As long as I stay grounded, I'm tangible, nigga. It's, bro, you gotta let them miss you.
You gotta let them miss you. No, it's not about being not accessible, being like you better than somebody or some shit like this. Not that. It's about making people appreciate your presence and what you did to get where you went, so they can understand the value. Like, bro, I put in work, I put in pain, I put in money, I put in sweat, I put in a lot of equity into becoming this man that I am right here today. So I can't let you downplay that by just saying, oh, that's just so right there, that just be, you know what I'm saying? No, it's not. I'm not just somebody, I'm this nigga now. And see, that's why that girl who seen you would say, oh, you famous, because she only used to seeing you like that. The last time she probably seen you was on YouTube or fucking damn URL or somewhere, but she probably seen niggas sharing your post and saying he was gonna be on TV and all that, but she ain't really been in the presence of you like that. She ain't been able to serve you no drink. That's why when I go out right now, if we go to the club right now, niggas gonna say the same thing. Damn, what y'all niggas doing here? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't be on these scenes, so when I pop up, niggas like, it's a blessing, man. Oh, damn, man, you out here? Bitches say, man, you outside? What you doing? Damn, you like, oh, I went to Columbia, to some place in Columbia. I'm seeing all type of motherfuckers, stripper bitches that be around. Damn, you outside? I thought I was trying to hide from y'all, motherfuckers. Came over here. I thought I was gonna see some new ones with y'all right here too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, but that's what it is like that, because you just can't be accessible. So when they seeing you going here, going there, and all they doing is watching it from here, but then you do pop out again, now it's like, damn, man, we gotta appreciate niggas coming up, trying to speak to you, trying to talk to you. Niggas want to adapt, niggas want to say this, niggas want to be noticed by it, because they don't know when the next time they might be able to get this presence again. You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
You feel me? So it creates wealth, it creates scarcity, creates wealth, man. It does, man. You know what I'm saying?
I needed it though. I ain't gonna lie. I needed that because it done came to me in 2-3 different directions. I'm like, nah. I need them to know, like, I'm really out here for real. Like, you can really catch me at the car wash or this, not knowing that. And my uncle, I'm like, bro, make a mission.
Yeah.
It's cool, like, because the niggas, that's what happened when it comes to the niggas. The bitches gonna appreciate it regardless. Yeah. But at the same time, you gonna look like a regular nigga after a while.
Wow, yeah.
But they don't know, like, bro, let them miss you. I said, bro, I get it. And, like, that 48 Laws of Power, that shit, like, because that's a book I've been wanting to pick up. That and The Art of War. Like, I really want, I haven't read those. And those were one that I wanted to read. Yeah. And, like, you know.
Now, I think the 48 Laws of Power, the way they wrote it, they wrote it with all of this, because it's written, like, in that Japanese time of, like, the samurai, like, it's kind of written in that time, the ancient Japanese. These laws are from that type of time, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of that stuff, when you start listening to it and when you start breaking down, because the verbiage and the way they saying it, when you start really breaking down the message of it, because they gonna say scarcity creates wealth, and then they gonna give you this passage like back when Sir King so and so was in this, and they gonna give you this whole backstory of why this scarcity, and it's kind of hard to dissect, but when you really just apply what they saying and think about it in layman's terms, and you start putting it in your life, then it started making more sense. Like when you start applying it to self, because the way they kind of break it down, they do break it down a lot complex that can really throw you off and be like, what are they talking about? But when you really just stick to that core message of what the law was and apply that to your life, there's a few of them that definitely.
That's what I'm trying to think about. I became who I was by not being around.
Yeah, you did.
That shit is crazy though. When you think about it.
When you really apply it, you think about it, it wouldn't have worked if you would have stayed around. You would have just been local Sean that battle at 54 and in the back of the yard and married and shit. You know what I'm saying? You just been that nigga. You know what I'm saying? You had to get out here and get away and get missed and be scarce around here. So now, nigga be willing to pay you to come out around here now. Nigga be willing to give you a couple dollars to come show up and host some shit around here now. You know what I'm saying? But had you would have just stayed and did that same thing, a nigga wouldn't think about it. They wouldn't think. That's why niggas can't get their booking fees up. You know what I'm saying? That's why they can't get them up.
They're gonna see you next week too.
Yeah, they're gonna see you. You're gonna go there for free anyway. You're gonna go there and hang out. You're gonna pay. You're gonna go pay to get in. Come on, bro. How the fuck would I book you with $500 when you was just here last week and you gave me $30 to get in? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. That don't make sense, man. So it's like, man, that's game for y'all, man. We on the couch, man. For real, man. But we gonna wrap this episode up, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this shit, man. We might have to bring my man Swamp back another time, man. Follow up with this shit, but man, make sure y'all subscribe, hit the like button. Make sure y'all follow my boy Swamp. Tell them where they can follow you if they don't know, man. Tell them
page on Facebook, Swamp843 on Instagram, Swamp843 on Twitter, man. Tap in, one go lead to another, man.
Feel me? Make sure y'all follow us. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, man. We finna drop these episodes. We finna get more guests on the show, man. Finna keep y'all entertained for 2023, man. Keep y'all with some knowledge. Keep y'all with some good conversation, man. It's another episode on the Couch with Trap, man, and we out, man.